Chase Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Chargers.
For the Chargers.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Go back, dude.
First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
He's hilarious.
At the 33-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. A good run on first down, followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And the Giants first down.
Okay, fuck that. Dude, this is hilarious, bro. These niggas is funny as shit. Look at that.
Inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Rolling to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to number 26.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1.
I wish he wouldn't do that. Oh my God, he's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, Herbert. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. After the run, now Herbert to throw. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Now he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think the make some better decisions on.
Wide open, complete. Just well past midfield before the stop, just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain. Play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he won't get much. maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, here's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Herbert now on second down, eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. It's Barkley on the counter. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff it.
He probably could have went around the same play. I didn't even mean to do that.
Behind the line.
Dante Hightower on the stop. A loss of 2 yards.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. From the gun, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
Eddie.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
have dialed up the blitz on third down and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
He running that out. He running.
Great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Dave Jules.
Absolutely love the
94-yard run right here.
Drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Again, we running that shit. Running that shit with him
so
again.
That play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for first and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones forced out to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Here's Jones on first and 10. Pushed out right.
Take the form. Excuse me. Get that block. Excuse me.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just take off and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when the tight end saw a linebacker cover even though he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield.
He's tired.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get
interception. And his guys are going to get the 23-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, he lost the football. Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free. Unfortunately, had another teammate who was able to get it.
And he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's first and goal.
He's going to get a couple more,
points
too.
here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before
He rushes for
halftime.
1,000 yards.
Jones will sneak in, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Daniel Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Kickoff.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break for Herbert, being chased out left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Outside here, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6.
Tackle made.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, New York.
From the gun, Jones dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
And the pressure gets to him again. Kenneth Murray. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Third and long.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Look at that.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. He is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Rushing over 100 yards, bro.
From the gun, Herbert. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That's a 13-yard
Herbert operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 10 here.
Okay.
Bounds right around the 7. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay.
brings up 2nd and 4.
Okay. Okay.
Operating from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Herbert now. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Chargers following the touchdown.
So Daniel Jones going to rush for 100 yards. I mean, rush for 300 yards. We want 300.
Taking about 7 yards deep.
We got like 150 already.
Returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
To throw again. Jones. Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Yo, Daniel Jones is rushing for 300 yards, bro.
Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Jones off the play fake.
If he fumble, he's going to rush over 300 yards. And first guys come.
The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Herbert on 1st down now. He lets this one fly.
Look at that.
Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Down, my mind blown.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Herbert.
See,
Another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him
you got to cut in. Cut out.
Leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It leads to
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Route them,
From the gun, Jones buying time to his left.
I threw the ball. Let's go.
As he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number.
Get man, y'all. Get man.
But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 15.
There you go.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
12. First down, Giants.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long.
He's high. I don't know.
The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them.
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
Certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down.
That was good.
He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Down for it.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
Dude on that off pick.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of it.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
No, he keep making the game going from me.
They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
They get 3 now, bro. It's gonna take too much time just to score. He's gonna be realizing that.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute
That's the only reason I always do
They've
that.
got a 1st
Too
and
much
10
time
as they
just to
search
score.
for a late score. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they got trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now it's Herbert. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. They lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores.
I got 20 yards.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Eluding the can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Herbert now to throw.
Comes
out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick, there on the coverage.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert, throw caught here by Bird. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to 1st.
Another Chargers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Herbert. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and it's complete. And they'll have him in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. We're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Come on, tackle me real quick. The Daniel Jones is rushing the rest of this shit.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up.
Daniel Jones is rushing this.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position.
No, he's fucking bad. He's good.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the fourth quarter.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to